What's up guys, it's your girl Brianna aka MiniMarley, and I'm back for another video. As you can tell by the title, this one is going to be a hair tutorial. I'm so in love with the way my hair turned out. It's been a while since I've done like braid outs and twist outs. I've been doing a lot of wash and goes, a lot of more protective styles or just other hairstyles. So I went back to the basics today and I actually did a braid out with a little bit of a twist out, a little bit of a mix, and it came out so good. So I can't wait to show you guys what I did to achieve this look. If you want to get these bomb curls for yourself, then keep watching this video. For today's video, we are starting with freshly washed hair, but I still wanted to show you the products I used for my wash day. I tried out this new brand called Braid, which is completely black owned, and I used their hair wash and their hair mask as my shampoo and conditioner. Then for my deep conditioner, I used the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey Intensive Hydration Mask, along with the Melanin Hair Care Multi-Use Pure Oil Blend. Love that stuff. Then I used this Talia Wajid Detangling Leave-In Conditioner, and that's the only product that I have in my hair right now. You guys know I like to apply my leave-in in the shower these days, and it just makes my hair feel so much more moisturized. So let's get on to the styling. I'm just creating a side part in my hair because that's the way I've been liking wearing it lately, and then I'm just going to go ahead and section off my hair to make it easier for me throughout this styling process. So I went ahead and created these 3 sections on top, and then we're going to start working in this back section right here. For my stylers, I'm using the Talia Wajid Curly Curl Cream mixed with the Main Choice Braid Out Glaze. I already showed you guys this combo for a wash and go, and it is amazing for twist outs and braid outs as well. The Curly Curl Cream is so moisturizing, and then the Braid Out Glaze just gives me the perfect amount of hold for any style, just to really give you that added definition and hold that's gonna last you all week long. Both of these together just make your hair feel like butter. But I went ahead and applied it to the section detangled, and now I am braiding. So this is for the most part a braid out, but when we get to the ends of the hair, we are going to twist, and I just love the look that it gives you. Braid outs give you more of a zigzag pattern, whereas twist outs give you a curl pattern. And I like to get that nice curl on the ends of my hair, but I also like the fact that braid outs stretch out my hair and make my hair look a little bit longer. So that's why I decided to combine the 2 of them, and this is what I'm pretty much going to do throughout my entire head. When I start my twist, I basically just take 2 of the strands from the braid and put them together and start twisting it around, and that's pretty much how I go from the braid to the twist. Once I'm done, I like to get rid of any excess product so that my hair doesn't take so long to dry, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's nice and stretched for most of it in a braid, and then once you get to the end, you get the nice curl with the twist out. So I'm going to repeat those same steps on the rest of my hair, just braiding about 2/3 of the way and then twisting that last third of the section, and this is what the back section of my hair looks like. This is about how much curly curl cream I'm using for each section of hair. And if my hair feels dry, I also like to add a little bit of water as I go, just so that it's easier to detangle and I can really just get my product to penetrate my hair once it's a little bit more damp. I'm also adding a tiny bit of the Braid Out Glaze. Now, the Braid Out Glaze is a product that I love and hate at the same time. It is really good, but if you use too much of it, it can be a disaster in my opinion. So I really like to only use a minimal amount of the Braid Out Glaze. A little bit does go a long way, so you don't need to use too much of it. I feel like when you use too much, it gives your hair a little bit of a weird residue and it feels almost sticky to the touch. So I do not like to use too much of that product, and I recommend that you use a minimal amount as well. I went ahead and sectioned off another layer of hair, and I'm just doing braids all the way around once again, and it's pretty self-explanatory, just doing the same exact process. I like to use my Denman brush whether I'm doing a braid out, a twist out, a wash and go, whatever it is. I'm constantly brushing through my hair with my Denman brush, as you can see me doing here, and that just really helps to smooth out my hair cuticle and just get all these curls to just be laying perfectly, and it makes the takedown process a lot easier when you are detangling your hair as you go. There's no snags that are going to cause frizz. It just keeps everything in line and neat, so make sure that you use your Denman brush as you go. You'll also notice that I'm not doing my braids too small. I'm kind of using medium to large sections. When it comes to this style, I definitely don't like to do small braids. I feel like with braid outs, you can get away with doing them more chunky. You can even do them a little bit bigger than I did if you want, just to save time. But with this style, you definitely don't need to spend a lot of time doing tiny sections because it's gonna come out just as good, even with larger ones. So this is what my hair looks like when we are almost done. I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat this same exact process on this last section of my hair. And I love that this really doesn't take me that long. Well, I don't know if you guys would consider it long, but it only takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to braid up all of my hair. And I think that that is well worth it because this style lasts me all week long. I don't need to stretch it at all because, like I said, braids really stretch my hair. So I don't have to go through the stretching that I would if I did a twist out. So I think that this is definitely worth it. I will say that braids take a little bit longer to dry. I actually let mine dry for a good 2 days, but after about a day, my hair usually is dry, but I just left these in since I'm not going anywhere anyway. And now it is time for the takedown. I'm using that Braid brand one more time, and this is their hair oil. I'm pretty much all out of my melanin hair care oil, which I love. So I've been using this one lately, and I actually really like it. It smells so good, and it feels really nice as well. So I just rub that all over my hair and scalp, and now we are going to start undoing these braids / twists. And as you can see, the pattern looks so pretty when I take down my hair. Definitely take your time with this. Look at these curls though. We need to just take a moment. So pretty. Definitely take your time when you're unraveling these braids and twists, and really just spend time separating your hair. Like I always say, this is just as important as braiding or twisting your hair. The takedown is half of the process, and you need to make sure that you spend time on this so that you don't create too much frizz. As you can see, I got so much definition from this little combo that I did, and this is what it looks like so far. I'm going to continue separating each of these little sections, and every time I separate the hair, I like to coil it around my finger just in case it started to frizz out while I was separating it. Coiling it around your finger will bring all the hairs right back together and keep the definition that we all love. So I'm just going to let you guys watch as I finish this takedown. When I get to the front of my hair, I definitely like to separate a lot less because this is the part of my hair that gets the most frizzy. So I like to keep the chunky curls or coils that I have up here, and I just try not to separate as much because it's just going to get frizzy in the next few days. So I like to avoid that as much as I can. Once all the braids are out, I want to go ahead and slick down my edges. So I'm just pinning my hair back, and I'm starting off with some Eco Styler gel, and I'm just using that to smooth my hair back, make sure that my edges look really nice. But as you can see, the Eco Styler, while it smooths the hair, it doesn't really lay and slay the edges like I like them to. So I just go in with my Style Factor Edge Booster on top of the Eco Styler gel, and I like to just smooth my edges, make those look really nice. The Style Factor Edge Booster Edge Control is amazing, but when you use it on its own, sometimes it can build up and cause white residue. But when you use Eco Styler gel underneath it, it is just perfect. So I definitely recommend that. Now that the edges are tied down, let's go in with this pick and fluff out my hair. I like to make sure that I stay at the roots. You do not want to fluff out the ends of your hair, or you're just going to cause frizz and you're going to get rid of all of those beautiful curls that you created. So keep your pick at the root and just pull it out and pull it upwards, and it will just create the beautiful volume that we need, and it's going to make sure that our hair is giving what it needs to give. So once I did that and left my scarf on for 10 minutes, I went ahead and took it off, and these are my final results. I like that my hair is nice and stretched, so I don't have to go in and stretch with the blow dryer, and the curls are so defined. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and love the way that my hair turned out just as much as I do. I hope that this is really helpful for you. Don't forget to check the description box below for all of the black owned products that I used to achieve this look. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and then subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Peace out guys, I'll see you in the next video.